Buen día, apreciados estudiantes. Mi nombre es Natalia Grueso Arroyo, soy docente de inglés y el día de hoy vamos a estar hablando de un tema muy importante. Su nombre es Talking About What I Am Doing. Okay, so the idea is you can be able to express what are the actions that you are doing in this moment, right now. Okay, la idea es que ustedes puedan ser capaces de decir abiertamente cuáles son las acciones que ustedes están haciendo justo en este momento. Básicamente es esto. ¿Vale? So we are going to start. This is the table of contents. We are going to talk about the rules, about the structure. We are going to watch a video. We have a text. And finally, we have the conclusion and the bibliography. Got it? So first of all, primero que todo, we are going to remind some vocabulary. So we are going to remind some verbs and we are going to remind some pronouns, personal pronouns. So the idea is you can identify which one of these verbs you usually use in a normal conversation. Okay, la idea es que podamos identificar cuál de estos verbos son los verbos que usualmente nosotros utilizamos en una conversación. So I am going to give some times to identify this and then I am going to say it. So for example, we all the time are using, for example, listen, escuchar. We sometimes use watch, ver una pantalla, sleep, dormir. And by the other hand, we have the pronouns I, you, he, she, it, you, again, they, and we. So just to have clear, when we use you in the first case and when we are going to talk about the second person in singular. So tú, usted, vos. You in Spanish is that this is means. And the other you is the second person in plural, ustedes. And it, when we are going to talk about objects or animals or anything else that is not a person, is not people, we use it. ¿No? Entonces, it es para esto, objetos, animales o cualquier otra cosa que no sea persona. ¿Listo? So, with these topics in mind, we are going to start with the present continuous tense. Con todo esto en mente, entonces, ahora vamos a comenzar. Listo, so, what are you doing in this moment? ¿Qué están haciendo en este momento? For example, in my case, in this moment, I am talking. En este momento, yo estoy hablando. Look, we are going to look to this image. We're going to look this image and we are going to try to identify what all these images are doing. So, for example, he, in this case, is reading. Él está leyendo. They are talking. Ellos están hablando. She is cooking. Ella está cocinando. And they are spending time with their family. Ellos están compartiendo algo de tiempo con su familia. Well, so when we are going to talk about present continuous, it's important you can understand when we can use this tense. ¿Listo? Cuando vamos a hablar de ese presente continuo, es muy importante que nosotros entendamos en qué momento o en qué situaciones o cuándo podemos utilizar este presente continuo. Entonces, he traído tres topics que son los más utilizados cuando vamos a utilizar present continuous. Okay, so we can use present continuous when we are going to talk about actions that are happening in the moment. So, what am I doing in this moment? ¿Qué estoy haciendo en este momento? I am talking. Yo estoy hablando. When we are going to talk about situations that are happening temporarily, and when we are going to define some near future plans. ¿Listo? Cuando vamos a hablar acerca de situaciones que han estado pasando temporalmente. For example, it is raining the whole week. Ha estado lloviendo toda la semana. ¿Listo? And when we are going to talk about future plans. So I am graduating from the school in a month. Me estaré graduando del colegio, de la escuela en un mes. Okay? So let's do it. In the spelling rules, it's important you keep in mind, so you have to conjugate the verb. As the same in Spanish, lo mismo en español, nosotros conjugamos los verbos. So when we are going to talk about the present continuous tense, we have to conjugate the verb. So, for example, when the verb ends in E, we have to delete. Tenemos que borrar la E and add ing. Tenemos que agregar ing. When the verbs end en vocal consonante o doble consonante, nosotros tenemos que simplemente agregar ing. De resto, solamente tenemos que agregar ing con los verbos que no tienen ninguna excepción. Voy a mostrarles ahora algunos ejemplos para que sea más aterrizada esta explicación. ¿Listo? So here we have the examples. Here we have the base form and the ing form. So with verbs like cook, cocinar, speak, or eat, as you can see, you just have to add ing. Solo tienes que agregar ing. Cooking, eating, and speaking. But with verbs like buy, enjoy, or try, the same. Also, they end with Y, aunque ellos terminan con la letra Y, sigue agregándose ing común y corriente. But with verbs like drive, conducir, share, or write, we have to delete, que era lo que les estaba diciendo hace un momento cuando el verbo termina en E, drive, in this case, you have to delete, borrar la letra E y agregar ing. So we have driving, sharing, writing, okay? With verbs like go or do, you just have add ing, or with lie, you have to change the vowels with y and add ing. Listo? This is important that you can this clear. Well, in the grammar structure, the idea is you can understand when we are going to talk about an affirmative sentence. So you have to keep in your mind the subject or the pronoun, the to be verb, and the verb with ing and the complement. So for example, I am talking with my mom. Yo estoy hablando con mi mamá. When we are going to talk about something that we are not doing, cuando vamos a hablar de algo que no estamos haciendo, we have to talk about subject, verb be, not, verb with ing, and the complement. So for example, we are not reading. We are not reading. Nosotros no estamos leyendo. And when we are going to make a question, cuando nosotros vamos a hacer una pregunta, the first thing we have to keep in mind is the verb, the to be verb. The pronoun, then the verb ing, and the complement. So for example, is she talking with her mom? Ella está hablando con su mamá. And it is so important you can keep in mind the grammar structure, because of this depends the understanding of the people who is listening to you. En eso depende que la gente que te escuche te pueda entender. ¿Listo? Don't worry about this because the slides are going to help you to understand the topic. Well, we are going to continue. Look, we are going to practice now. So I am going to show you a picture, and the idea is you can identify the correct one answer. So for example, what is she doing? Yes, she is running, or I am running, ¿no? Yo estoy corriendo. En este caso, eso es lo que la niña está diciendo. I am running. Yo estoy corriendo. Good. Let's see. Yes, I am drawing. Él está dibujando en este momento. Eso es lo que el niño dice. I am drawing. Yo estoy dibujando. Good. What is she doing? Is she eating? ¿Ella está comiendo? No. Yes, she is sleeping. En este momento ella está durmiendo. Bueno, I'm sleeping. Let's do it. What is he doing? I am walking. Yes, he's having a walk with his dog. Está teniendo un paseo con su mascota. Well, and finally, what is she doing? Is she dancing or is she walking? Yes, I suppose she is dancing. She looks like she's dancing. Parece que ella está bailando en este momento. Well, the idea is you can understand a little bit more with this video. So you can click here and you can watch this video. So the idea is you can let clear all the questions that you have according this presentation. We are going to continue. I think I have some troubles with my internet connection, but we can continue.
Continuous.
When do we use the present continuous?
Well, as I was explaining you a few minutes, the idea is you can identify again when you can use present continuous and you can be able to understand and express when you can use present continuous. Got it? So in this moment, we cannot watch the whole video, but I guess you can do it later. So we are going to come back. And after this, we have a Kahoot challenge. So I bring a QR. Yo traje un QR. So if you want to, you can scan this code or you can go click in the link. ¿Listo? Entonces, si quieren pueden usar el escáner o si quieren pueden usar el link, los va a dirigir a la misma parte. ¿Listo? Well, entonces das clic y nos vamos a dirigir a la actividad de Kahoot. Entonces, esta actividad te va a pedir que ingreses tu nombre. Es importante que escribas tu nombre o tu apodo, nickname en algunos casos. Y una vez hayas escrito tu nombre, tienes que dar clic en ingresar. Entonces, ese es un test. Te va a aparecer mi nombre, en este caso, Natalia. Y tenemos que esperar un par de segundos a que cargue y aquí te van a aparecer las preguntas. Entonces vamos a hacer una pregunta para que podamos ver cómo funciona. Aquí aparece la pregunta, cuál es la forma interrogativa y ustedes tienen que escribir la respuesta que señalan. Vamos a ver qué respondió. Correcto, él nos va a señalar la respuesta correcta y nos va a dar un puntaje. Entonces vamos a regresar a nuestra actividad. And finalmente, we have the conclusion, no? So it's too important you can understand. Present continuous is to express a lot of ideas to improve the sense of the conversation, ¿no? Para que podamos darle un toque especial a nuestra conversación, para que haya un mejor entendimiento de ambas partes, el presente continuo nos puede ayudar. Y es muy importante que podamos entender que conjugar correctamente los verbos y los sujetos para que esta conversación pueda tener muchísimo sentido, ¿no? Recuerden que conjugar el sujeto o el pronombre con el verbo hace que todo lo que estamos diciendo tenga sentido de acuerdo al momento exacto que está sucediendo. Okay, and here we have the bibliography. I hope you have enjoyed this class. I hope you have understand a lot about this. And thank you so much for watching this class.